viewers, in the last video we have seen the installation of CARLI ISO. Now we will check out the CARLI ISO that was installed. So we have got a virtual machine that is running the CARLI now. So this is the virtual machine. Now we have to log in to the CARLI. The username is properly now selected, because on the initial boot it will not select the user. You will have to click on this profile photo icon that will select the user that was created during the installation, and now you have to input your password. It will cause the login to operate and you will be logged into the CARLI XFC desktop. So this is it. So this is what was installed. This is CARLI. It is a minimal uh, ISO, Arch ISO. It is based on Arch, but it will use the repos of the Arcolinux, and it is a XFC desktop. You can see here very minimal applications are there. Basic XFC desktop has been installed. You can see here the minimal. There is even no office suite is not there. Only basic XFC applications are there. Nothing more. If you want, we can check out the version of XFC, that is 4.16. 4.18 still has not landed in CARLI. Maybe it is available in Arch Linux, but it has not landed in CARLI. So now you can see, I will just go back to the folder where I have kept the ISO. You can see the size of ISO is just 1.3 GB. So it is very minimal ISO, and the contents of the CARLI are here. I have already opened the file. These are all the packages that are there available in the CARLI ISO. Only the basic requirement, basic things are there to get you started. So you can build your own ISO based on this. So you have to just add some more packages as you wish to the packages that are already available in the CARLI ISO. You can see here, this is what is available in CARLI. We will not go into too much details, otherwise many newbies get bored because they don't have the background to absorb what I am teaching, because they will not have that much knowledge of the packages. So I will just go fast forward way. This is all what is available in CARLI. You have to build on this and make the ISO as you wish. You can include the packages, you can include the applications that you want, and you can also remove the packages. Suppose if some packages you don't require, then you can remove them. There is no issue. So if you don't want the A, you can remove the A. A is nothing but a AUR helper or the AUR package manager. So AUR is nothing but the Arch user repositories. So if you don't want the Arch user repositories, you can remove the A also. So everything depends on you. What you want, you will get. So you will have to work on that. There are multiple ways to build the CARLI ISO. So the basic CARLI ISO has been provided by the developers of the Arcolinux. You have to build on that. You have to build the system on the basic CARLI ISO being provided by the Arcolinux developers. So I will now close this. Will minimize this. So now we will move forward. So first thing, if you remember that, I will just take you back again for a second. The CARLI that we have used is from the month of September, that is the 22/09/26. So 26 September CARLI is there. We could not download the latest CARLI because the sourceforge.net has very low bandwidth. So whenever I try to the download speed is less than 40 kbps. So that is not acceptable. It will take me at least 21 hours to download the ISO. So what we did is we use the folder CARLI ISO. So now how to update it? So it is very easy. I will show you. You open the terminal. This ISO already contains the Pacman. So Pacman is already there. What we will do is just go to the system where desktop display, change the available screen resolution. We'll keep this configuration. Now, what we have to do is we have to get this CARLI ISO in the terminal. We have to input the command sudo pacman dash capital SYU. So it update the system. Put your password. So here now one thing you have to see in ALC or that is the Arch Linux with the CalMers installer, the repos that were available that were from the Arch Linux. So it was a pure Arch Linux. Now in CARLI, it is also Arch Linux, but it is not pure. It is the repos are from the Arcolinux. So this is the Arcolinux repos. We will be getting the update from the Arcolinux repos or the Arcolinux server and not from the Arch Linux. You can see the extra community Nemesis repo is Arcolinux repo. So Nemesis is nothing but some system. You can say there are some customizations for the looks, the Arcolinux that are available in the Nemesis repo. Some very small packages. It is not a very big repo. So if you go back to one of the my videos in the Arcolinux learning path series, you will see what is available in the Nemesis repo, how to add the Nemesis repo to the Arcolinux. This is the Nemesis repo. You can see the size of the Nemesis repo. So the it's just 2.3 KB. So the file that contains the package list is just 2.3 KB. So it is very small repo, but it is available here. So you can do additional tweaks for the loops and the functionality of Arcolinux in this Nemesis repo. So it is available here. So this is not a pure Arch Linux. If you want the pure Arch Linux system, if you want to build the ISO for pure Arch Linux system, you have to use the ALSI method. And if you like the work of Arcolinux, which is based on pure Arch Linux with some suitable additions, modifications, and configs, so then you have to use the CARLI method to build the ISO that is based on Arcolinux. So that's it. Now you have to say either say yes or no. So here you can see the total download size is around 761.19 MB. Total install size will be 2177.13 MB and the net upgrade size will be around 120 MB. So you have to confirm with a yes. I will just show you which packages are going to get updated. What the packages that are going to get updated. You have to wait for the update to complete. Now, regarding how to build the ISO using CARLI, so there are two methods. One method is you use the Pacman and terminal to build your system. So you can issue commands, install the application packages that you want using the terminal, or else you can install a software store like Gnome software store or whatever software store you want, KDE software store, and then you build your system. So if you don't want the XFC, you can install the KDE desktop, you can install the GNOME desktop. So that will bring along with its own software center or the software store, and then you can install packages from the software store and your system will be built. So that is the elementary way. And more sophisticated way that is being used by different Linux distribution developers is to use a packaging list and a build script. So the build script you have to suitably modify to build your system, and then you have to pull the packages from the GitHub page of Arcolinux or the Git page of the Arcolinux, and then you have to use the build script to assemble the ISO. So that will pull all the packages, current packages that are available in the Git of this CARLI, and then you have to build the system on your desktop or your laptop using a build script. So build script also will be downloaded, and then you have to suitably modify the build script. You have to suitably modify the packages that are going to be included in your ISO, and you have to build that your ISO or your system. So that is a sophisticated way. So first, I will show you after this video is completed. In the next video, I will show you how to build your ISO or your system using the terminal only. So that is the basic way. You have to just go step by step. And once that is completed, in one of the future videos, I will show you how to build a CARLI ISO or the CARLI system using a build script and a package list. So how to modify the package list, how to do all those things, that will come later. So now you see the update is going on properly. This XFC desktop was used in CARLI because they wanted to give you a graphical user interface. Otherwise, some users will not be comfortable with using the CARLI. So they are given a minimum desktop like XFC. So you can just start using it in the graphical way, which is way more convenient for most of the users. Now, you see there is some issue. There is an error that signature from the Frederick Schwann is unknown trust. File var cache pacman package glib dash 2.36 dash 686 underscore 64 package star dot zst is corrupted. So if I go about deleting it, I think the update will fail. But I just want to show you how the things work. So we'll first say, do you want to delete it? I will say yes. What happens? There is, I think, another file that is showing corrupted signature. Third package, that is libcal. Let's see what happens. You see now the complete update has failed. So how to go about it? So what I will do is, there is one another command. So all the packages won't be downloaded again. Only the packages with the signature issue will be downloaded. So 10 packages are downloaded. Now it is checking the package integrity. Now see the keys. I think it is the issue has been resolved. Checking keys in the keyring. As issue has been resolved using the no. There is a issue. So how to go about it? There is one override command out in my diary. I saved it. For that you have to then give the and you have to use override. Mistake. So it requires an argument to give the argument star. So that means it will overwrite all the files, all the configs, everything will be overwritten. That let us see what happens. Let us go with say no. So it is not going ahead even with no. So there is system security is there. So now, right, I will let us try to do upgrade of the system. Upgrade the new keys will be installed. Now let us try to use this. So ASYUA. All. Again the issue. That should work. Fresh key. I think this time it should work. Yes. So now you see the keys have been corrected. You can see all the keys are now refreshing. We'll correct the keys. Frederick Schwann, no data. We are reading the key, no data. Has remained unchanged. How to go ahead? Now let us try to do it. Let it finish. So the keys of Frederick Schwann have been expiring, so they require update. So we tried to pull the updated keys from the servers. That should have pulled the refresh key of Frederick Schwann. We have been using the older CARLI ISO, so that is the issue. I think in the newer CARLI ISO and the newer Arcolinux ISOs have fixed this error for the this keys for Frederick Schwann. I've seen this issue on the Arcolinux forum. Few other users also face this. Taking some quite a time for the all the keys to get updated. But there is no other way to go ahead and update the system without the proper keys. Okay, so the refresh keys command has completed the execution. So it took around 52.71 seconds. I think it took more than that what is shown on the screen. So now what we can do is we should come out of the root. So we have to come out from the log off from the root session in the terminal. So for that you have to just close the terminal, start the terminal. Now you have to again give the statement, because it is not a good idea to upgrade or upgrade your system while in the root mode, because some packages, malicious packages, can also just bypass the system security and get installed when you are in the when you are logged in as a root. For that you have to log off from the root and again come back. Let us see what the update should go. Okay, so the issue is still there. It's not because you see the refresh keys command could not retrieve the fresh keys for the Frederick Schwann. I think there is some bigger, more complicated resolution for this problem. This refresh keys command won't solve it. So what we will do is I will stop the video here, and in the next video we will see how we can do the how we can build the system based on the CARLI ISO or the CARLI system that is so the basic XFC desktop is there and the minimal application set is there. So you have to build your system on that. I will show you the elementary way first, and later on in the future, maybe 1 month, 15 days, whatever time I will require, then I will show you how to build your system using the this building script, also building script and the package list. So that will take some time because I'm personally doing some trials on my other system. So once I get succeeded and once I'm comfortable, then I will show you how to do that. So for the time being, you can practice you building the your system or the CARLI ISO further using the elementary method, that is you have to use the terminal and the pacman to install. So with this, I will stop the video here. See you in the next video. Bye.